Now, efforts are underway to build a new isolation unit at Temple Street Children's Hospital here in Dublin. And this weekend, over 1,000 people are planning to get on their bikes and cycle around County Meath to help raise funds for it. Our reporter Aisling Riordan visited the hospital to find out more.
It's long overdue. St Joseph's top flat ward in Temple Street Children's Hospital is getting renovated. As part of the work being done, the funds raised by the Cycle for Life planned for this Saturday will be used for a new isolation unit. Divisional Nurse Manager Susan Mulrain tells me what the old one was like.
This is what was one of the single isolation rooms within the area. As you can see, even though in its stressed down state, it still wasn't very good to begin with. We only had like single oxygen point, no wall suction, which is very important. The isolation area in relation to even to the door and access for our patient was always a bit tight. We had our ensuite bathroom here, which again only gave access to able-bodied children. We didn't have access for disabled children. So all of these issues have become hugely important for our patients accessing the ward. And the patient population, as they get older and they need more facilities, this has become a really big problem.
It's not going to be cheap at a cost of €200,000. However, it's well needed.
Most of the children who will begin the hospital here from time to time may require isolation, either to protect them from the children around them or to protect the children around them from them. And so therefore we need proper air handling, which we've never had within certainly within this area of the hospital. We then also obviously want some facility for our parent within our isolation rooms. We also need the basics of our oxygen suction, basic technology to support our patients when they're in here. We can look after children, say, from cystic fibrosis to children with MRSA to children who require protection for their own immunocompromised states, which can happen from time to time.
Now, we've just come from the top flat ward where we've seen the start of the renovation work taking place on the isolation unit. We're going to head into the surgical flat ward where they actually have some up-to-date isolation units, and we'll get to see, with the money raised, what the isolation unit in the top flat ward will potentially look like.
Linda's son Adam is currently in one of the new isolation units in this ward, but they know only too well the difficulties of staying in the old one.
As my son is a wheelchair user, he needs a lot of space. He's a big lad. The cubicles are quite small. The length we've been in top flat, and there has been no renovations, no updating for kids with needs like Adam's, and generally other kids that come in as well. Adam will be here for a couple of more years, but other kids that will come in are much younger and will need greater needs and facilities for them, and it's hugely important for the fundraising to be getting done to renovate top flat and get some stuff that we need.
It's hoped the renovation will be completed by September before the winter kicks in, with all proceeds from the cycle being put to good use.
Aisling Riordan reporting there, and you can still register for the cycle. All you have to do is go to www.cycleforlife.ie, and there you can find all of the details.